I mean, it's going to be game number 3 if Mouz wins.
Rigged.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, not that I just spoiled the plot, because these are actually all pre-recorded. Whoops, sorry guys.
We pre-recorded.
See you later. So, I mean, what needs to change for Danish Bears, I guess, is the real question. Because that was a strange draft, right? Beastmaster in the first phase
well, it was
very strange.
It was a Mouz draft.
Yeah, not necessarily strange for Mouz.
But you're right, in terms of other teams, yeah. No one else to play Beast.
They always had their own way of looking at the game. They really favor at least having 2 heroes, sometimes even more on their team that can provide vision. And they just want to be able to take fights on their own terms all the time.
Yeah, they're very OG-esque in that sense. OG in the tier 1 scene is known for like loving vision heroes and taking advantage of. I mean, like some teams like they draft vision-oriented heroes, but kind of have difficulty converting on that and turning it into kills, turning it into map control. But it seems like Mousesports has a strong understanding of the strategy.
Would you say Mousesports is a tier 1 team? Well, I'm just like
they're on the
right now.
I'm not being mean.
Now that tier 1 TI invites have come out, I'm only calling tier 1 the invites.
Yeah, I'd agree.
What about Secret? I would consider tier 1 even though they didn't get invited.
They did also.
I mean, sure. I guess you could definitely argue Secret.
They went straight through.
They did. Yeah, I think most of those teams. But wow, we have a draft, and as you talked about, the Vision hero already picked up for Mouz. After that nerf happened, I mean, the buff to Night Stalker was like so good, right? The Hunter and the Night thing, and then it kind of got nerfed, but it's still insane, right? You don't even need an Ags on that hero anymore to provide like a gigantic benefit.
I feel like the games where we see the hero build Ags are the games where he loses, because he should have spent the money on someone else.
Yeah, go ham, get
Most of the time now, you see like Solar Crest, Urns, Phase Boots, stuff like that, early game items.
Halberd.
Yeah, Halberd as well from the last game.
Did you guys know it's pronounced Halberd, not Halbred?
Yeah, some idiot. I think it was Slacks was like, it's pronounced Halberd. I was like, no, Slacks.
It's not spelled like that. It's B-E-R-D.
Yeah.
I can't tell if you're trolling.
I used to always
call it Halberd.
It's all these NAs saying
because
Halberd.
It's kind of like when you spell weird, right? I before E, except in the case of weird before C or whatever. Like,
what?
That's why it's weird.
Yeah, exactly. That's weird. Like, why would it be pronounced Halberd? I feel you, Andy. But Sven, Darkseer.
What do you mean, why would you pronounce Halberd?
Oh, and I feel like you're a page behind. We're already watching the draft. Darkseer, Sven. Interesting Sven first pick. I know Danish Bears plays it quite a bit, but why do you open up core like that?
I think it's something to do with the fact that they already have the DS. There's a lot of heroes that you can synergize with Darkseer. You have like Ember for the mid-roll. There's Ursa from the safe lane. Any kind of melee hero that wants to be able to stick to targets, even like Jug, Sven, those types of heroes all benefit greatly from it. But the thing about Sven is that he's actually a natural counter to a lot of the stuff that people like to pick right now. So if you take Bristleback, right, it's countered. If you get BKB, Ion Shell, Surge, God Strength, you're kind of a wrecking ball. I think it's actually a pretty solid opening. Even against Lycan, typically Sven is seen as a counter to Lycan.
Yeah, that's their counter themselves there.
Yeah, we saw a match in NA yesterday, Lycan versus Sven. The Lycan ended up winning. It wasn't because of him.
No.
At all. It was because there was Alina level 25 who had 6 slots. And it is what it is, yeah. That's interesting. So Mouz, but you said they play their own style. They don't really. Have you seen them ever really counter pick anything, or do they?
Not
always
really,
just
but
play
no,
their own
they do normally have a. Yeah, it's always there.
There's obvious synergy between the NS though on the Lycan. It's a common pairing that we've been seeing.
Yeah, the Howl plus the Howl
plus the Darkness.
Yeah, insane actually.
It's really good. I still think that the hero is not very good against Sven, just in general.
Yeah.
But I think that Lycan in lane is okay against DS because the new Feral Impulse is really strong.
Yeah, and I guess you can eventually build a diffusal on the Lycan if you want.
What is the normal item build for the European Lycans?
Well, we saw today what the Mask of Madness armlet. Yeah.
That's like all regions build the same thing.
It lost. Did it win that game or lose?
No, that was the game where they were playing against Skylark's Enigma.
Yeah, and that's the super early game draft.
NA's been building it a Treads Midas.
Treads
Midas. That's how I think Yawar and Mason.
Yeah, we don't have any of that in EU.
And I think Halberd's actually really good versus Sven, right? I kind of like that as a Lycan versus Sven.
I mean,
if you pick it up, it's really good. Because you're not going to have the BKB by then on Sven, because you go for those greedier, either an Echo or a Mask of Madness.
10 seconds.
Yeah, reasonable counter if they go that build, but like you said, every region has their own thing.
We also just take a second to appreciate how Danish Bears just are giving Skylark the middle finger right now.
Well, they gave Thug the middle finger in game 1.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Yeah. Now they're switching gears, but 4 bans.
It makes sense
3
though.
bans.
It makes sense though because you have to assume that you know, Skylark's hero pool is probably smaller than Thug's.
I do like, man, I love Night Stalker and the way like middle lane's played right now. I think Night Stalker is the best 4 hero at just sitting middle and being as annoying as you can. I mean, we saw last game, 747, Lena like pretty much destroyed the TA middle for the first like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think they need to stop that. If 747 gets farm, eventually he's going to carry a game by himself. And I don't think you let him keep farming like that.
Do you think NS is just flat out the best position for?
I still like Sand King overall.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sand King is like.
But I think being annoying.
Well, what about Nyx Assassin? He's
garbage at level 1.
Well, he's good against
not
heroes.
garbage.
If you're against like a Queen of Pain or Invoker,
that's true.
Or Puck.
I just think Nyx at level 1, like if you skill Mana Burn to harass someone, then you have Mana Burn. If you skill Stun, his stun's just it's terrible level 1. It costs a ton of mana, while Void is just a single target thing. You just run mid and do it. It's just a lot easier.
Yeah, it's actually only 80 mana at level 1 too.
Yeah, it's really good.
Whatever happens at Ogre Magi? It's just.
Well, Night Stalker is Ogre Magi now.
He's just a better Ogre Magi.
That's pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, they obviously have differences. Night Stalker is more about the vision game.
Yeah.
Also, during the 4-minute to 8-minute mark here, pretty much like one of the strongest support heroes. Period. Just because of your mobility.
Disruptor. Ogre was pretty much there as. I mean, he kind of won you a lane in the early game, and then from level 7 on, he's just bloodlust.
Ogre, like, he has, like, a weird power curve in that, like, for the first 5 minutes, he's amazing, and then for, like, the next 20 minutes, he's garbage, and then after that, late game, bloodlust is so good on your carries. And so, since games have become more mid-game oriented, Night Stalker is more well-rounded. He's not quite as strong in the early game, and he doesn't offer quite as much in the late game, but he's more splitting the average.
I guess I do want to give a little background. 747, maybe a lot of the Europeans don't know about him because he just
tell us about Eric Dong.
747, Eric Dong, one of the originals, and Dota 1, him and Arteezy were actually, I mean, they were both really bad. Like, legitimately, they were bad. And they played 1v1s versus forever. His name was Sakagami, Arteezy was still Arteezy, and I mean, as Dota 2 came around, they both kept playing. Sakagami kept flaming people, 1v1 challenging, never got better at the game while Arteezy did. And now he stepped it up. He moved across the world. Is boot camping with these guys, try his best. We saw him at Zotac, they looked pretty good as well. And it just, he had a lot of offers from Chinese, like tier 2 Chinese teams, is what he said.
Ah.
And he chose, he said he doesn't speak much Chinese.
Does he not?
Could be
but he speaks a little.
He speaks a little bit, yeah.
But
him
he
and
doesn't want to go
Stan King from Freedom, yeah. They both do, but he said he weighed his options and he liked this team the best. And so far, it's turned out well.
They're a good team to be a part of.
They are. Who did he replace?
Baby Knight.
Baby Knight. That's a good replace. That guy hasn't
been
been relevant since StarCraft.
Well, he was in the qualifiers. Well, he didn't make it though, did he?
No.
I mean, they were signed as Cloud9.
He was rescinded, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, that Cloud9 team, that was... Come on, Jack. I think you could have done better than that on that signing, bud.
Imperial had a lot of heat, man.
Imperial did. Imperial had a good run. And a lot of these members are, what, 3 of the members? 4 of the members?
They are, yeah.
Yeah, 4 of the members, yeah.
They're all really good. I know Crit always says he thinks Ace and Rise are going to be the
I mean,
next big thing.
Crit loves these guys.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's watching Root and the Danish Bears on. Yeah.
Exactly, and pretty sure all of EG is because they all, I know. Arteezy loves 747, Crit loves the other guys, and there you have it. Disruptor Rubik. Interesting counters, they're just pretty much...
Yeah, I don't...
Whoever has second pick is always countering the next one. It's happening.
I don't really get the Disruptor, though. I mean, it's
good
obviously...
against
it's
Lycan, isn't it?
It's good with Darkseer.
Yeah.
That's one thing I can see.
Yeah.
But
so
for
it's
the
like,
catch.
There's some,
against Lycan, I like it.
There's some decent combos. I just feel like you're getting run at by too many heroes, though. If there's Lycan and a Night Stalker...
That's why you put up a field, so get away from me.
I guess. Oh, maybe a support Sven or mid-troll.
That's so whenever it picked first phase, Grant was like, it's kind of odd that it's the first phase pick because no one's going to ban Sven given any opening.
I think Danish Bear, they are the guys in the past who have done support Sven.
We have seen it a few times.
I think they've done it in previous, under their previous teams.
I mean, he has a good toolkit.
And Mousesports are like they're acting as if it is Sven. Like you get a Rubik that's magic spell resistance. There's nothing to do with armor whatsoever. All these heroes are garbage at dealing with armor.
Yep.
I think support Sven could be the indication, and obviously Danish Bears could still change it and decide what they want to do. But that is, you're right.
Troll is also very like versatile. Like if you want to run carry Sven, then Troll is going to synergize super well with that, and you can send it mid.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking that like right now, carry Sven seems super appealing.
You'd rather have it as the carry now, yeah.
Because there's like everything on Mouz is pretty bad against Sven.
Yeah.
I mean,
unless Puck gets Aghanims or whatever. But
how's would you trust your boy 747 on the troll in the mid? Is it a
I would
7-4-7?
rather him have a playmaker, but
Yeah,
he knows how to farm. He knows how to, I mean, I think most of the tier 1 middles, right? You have to know how to play an aggressive lane, say like a Lina, and then you have to know how to play like a troll Shadow Fiend kind of thing where you farm the lane and you go to the jungle and you maximize everything.
That's true, but Thug on Mousesports is like always playing playmaker mids.
Exactly.
And whereas 747, like we saw him run a Shadow Fiend, which was like a much more conservative Invoker, possibly now a troll.
What? So I really like the Rubik because almost all the damage right now, I mean the Sven troll, right? Think of Rubik, you usually want to steal what, like a stun or something? Think if he just steals like Warcry from Sven and just use it when they go on him.
Warcry
like,
is super value.
Damage. Yeah, it's like one of the best not stun aggro play.
Well, they still think it's support.
Yeah.
They ban the TA.
I think, yeah.
10 seconds.
I mean, they probably, I'm
Definitely.
sure they've all scrammed these.
Wait,
Yeah, they know.
But then why ban a mid?
5 seconds.
Well, they go
Because they think it's going to be troll
Safe
safe
lane
play.
troll,
Oh,
yeah.
troll safe, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, yeah, I think, yeah.
I mean, you could
Sven
still be
Sven
troll mid and Sven supporting
Sure.
some other core.
Sure. You could still have it that way around as well.
But that's a matchup that Thug doesn't want, I think, the most.
Yeah.
10
Even if it ends
Oh,
up being
okay.
like Lina mid or something like that and troll safe lane, then the puck, you know, you can
5
phase shift,
seconds
Dragon Slave and
remaining.
stuff. It's not like super ideal, but it's better than TA.
Earth Shaker.
Shaker.
Radiant
That
team
hero has
pick.
been pretty much first picked in almost all of NA. Complexity first picks it. DC
Radiant
does
or
occasionally.
Dire?
What?
Because I know Radiant favored Earthshaker is a thing, but not
Dire,
so much.
Swindle almost always like takes Dire and plays it. It's weird, and he always gets a free lane. They've been empowering
10
Swindle.
seconds remaining.
Working necessarily, but they still have a chance to make it. I
5
mean,
seconds
I don't know. It's hard to read Cole's games. That's all. I think Danish Bears could
10
just go for.
seconds remaining.
I want to say I think the Lina is good again here. But
Okay.
Okay. So,
we still have to see. It's probably carry Venom, we assume. With
I'd
sports.
imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stuff
so
like
it is. And it is going to be that support Svent. But yeah, with 747 in the mid, Troll, Veno in the safe lane. Exciting stuff. I'll be interested to see who plays what on Mousesports. Yeah, it is going to be, yeah. So Skylark playing that off-lane Shaker.
I like Mouse draft a lot more.
You like that?
A lot more, actually. I mean, the only thing I see is, like, if Danish Bears somehow comes ahead in the laning phase and you abuse, like, Veno Ward into, like, Disrupt or some sort of crazy play, they don't have that much catch on Danish Bears besides the Glimpse, and they don't, I don't know, Sports
Yeah,
Fan has
but-
mana problems a lot.
They can threaten towers, that's the thing.
True.
Like they have Troll. I mean, even a support Sven will eventually deal damage.
Yeah, he's going to have to.
And then the difference between the offlanes, like Shaker's gonna rush
10
Blink, whereas
seconds
Darkseer's gonna
remaining.
go for Mech and, you know, potentially Pipe.
Yeah.
So I think that they have better
5
five-man
seconds
potential,
remaining.
even having a team with a Shaker and a Puck, just because of how they're gonna itemize. But we'll see. I think it's a pretty even draft.
How do you think Puck versus Troll goes? Like, it's not going to be 1v1, obviously. There's a Night Stalker, and there's,
I think Puck wins still.
yeah, especially with... Because
That
Puck
hero
has
is
the Night
actually-
Stalker.
Like, for the first time in a long time, Puck is just straight up good. Like,
Yeah.
it's not often in Dota where you say, oh yeah, Puck's just a good hero. Most of the time it's, oh, he does really well, and then you die once, and then your game's over.
I mean, what really changed about him besides...
Talents.
Talents? Like, what talents really make him... Like, his first talents aren't that big, right? It's 150 HP or 7 int. So,
I think
that's
it's
that
like,
big.
yeah, it's something like that, or it's 8 ints or 100 int something health, and then the next one is 50 damage.
Yeah, which is huge.
That's the one that's like really, really strong.
And that's why Lean is good too, right? The same thing, 50 damage at level 15. Like a lot of those mid heroes, the magic ones, get that physical aspect.
Well,
which is
Lena's
huge.
level 10s are even better, because
Yeah.
Lena gets cast range or the Light Striker
Oh,
rate
so
damage.
They're both good.
Yeah, and the other thing too that we forgot to mention is way back before they added spell amplification into the game, Puck couldn't instantly kill creep waves.
Yep.
Now he
That's true.
can.
Didn't have the
If you
burst.
take-
That's also a really big buff to her.
Yeah,
Him,
it is.
whatever.
I believe Puck is the only non-gender specific hero in the game. I always thought Oracle was a
is
girl.
it?
What is
Really?
Io?
What is Wyvern? I know
Io's,
Wyvern is...
Io's just energy, isn't it?
Wyvern
Oh,
isn't
it's
a guy. You can look
Yeah, I
under him
guess.
and you don't see his dinger.
Well, dragons don't have dingers, do they?
Yeah, they do.
They're like-
Every animal has
no,
a
they're
dinger.
like no. Seahorses don't
Are
have
you
it.
yeah, they
Seahorse,
do.
No, they don't. Seahorses.
Then how did they...
Seahorses just.
Well, I was only here for the
Seahorses-
draft.
Seahorses don't have a gender, do they? They
hermaphrodites.
just
Yeah,
like
they do. Because
No,
the
they don't.
fathers
No.
actually keep the baby seahorses in them. That's the
All
difference,
right.
because there's a father.
But they don't have a donger.
I don't want to have to put you guys in timeout.
No, we're good. The game's paused
The
anyway.
game's paused.
I know, but
So we can talk about dingers.
I don't think seahorses.
No,
do.
seahorses absolutely do, because the
You think?
fathers, I want people to tweet, the fathers actually take the babies and put them in their pouches. That's the weird thing.
Okay, but they don't have a dinger.
They might. We don't know.
Well, yeah, but
but
they said
I'm
you don't
only.
know.
I
You
finished the
don't
draft.
know.
NA Dota is now coming up, so
No,
good luck, guys, with this less superior Dota. See you.
okay, but
That's not going to be my justification for leaving, but
You're
still
sticking
leaving.
around,
I'm
eh?
still leaving.
Oh, you're leaving as well?
no, he wasn't
Well.
even assigned to these games. He's chilling out.
Okay, so you're staying.
Chilling? No, I'm good.
No, he's done.
You're going.
I'll see
All right,
later.
bye, Tsunami.
Goodbye, Pixel.
Thank you for joining us for the rest
See
of
you
the
later,
series.
Draxel.
See ya.
So you're left with just me and Andy. We're ready to go. So with the teams, this is going to be exciting. Game 2 Mouse versus Danish Bears. I mean, so yeah, you're talking at the puck. You like the panel prefer Mouse or Charlton? You don't believe in the support, Sven?
No, it's not that. I just think that puck itself is in a good spot. I think that the drafts are relatively close because if the game stretches on too long against Troll Warlord, it doesn't matter what hero you are. If you try to man fight Troll, you're not gonna really have a good time. So I think like that and the Ace Venno, who's gonna offer a tremendous amount of team fight, good pushing power. Their lineup is very well rounded, I feel. And the one weakness I think that was expressed when the panel was still here was the idea that they just don't really have a lot of catch, and that's true. Minus the Disruptor, but the way that they can take engagements besides just finding a pickoff is just threatening a tower. Because there are multiple ways in Dota to start an engagement. Sometimes it's you find a hero randomly on the map, sometimes you smoke gank, sometimes you push a tower, and you force a reaction from the enemy team. So even if their catch isn't amazing, if you're pushing a tower and someone's running away and you glimpse them back, it's a bonus kill and a tower, which is where Disruptor's strength really lies.
I'm looking forward to see how well Rise can pull it off. We've already seen a very good Disruptor performance from Spartan today. See if Rise and D can make those sort of catches that you're looking for. What we've got in terms of the lanes, looks like potentially going to have anything aggressive around that. It looks like both teams are going to just stick to the safe lane. And Spartan actually getting caught out. Storm, hammer laid down. They have the slow as well. This is going to be your first blood, ladies and gentlemen. Going to 7. Well, okay. I think 747 was maybe hoping he would get it, but Neuer will chase down him and ensure that it happens. As 747 did stick around quite long enough. But it's all cool. They still get the first blood as a side. Neuer, very happy with that extra bit of gold. That's going to give him a nice bit of a burst, a quick boots pick up on this event.
Off to a decent start.
Yeah.
No question. I think the really nice thing about support Sven in this game is how much value Warcry adds.
Oh, look at this as well, Andy.
Oh, the Courier Snipe?
Yeah, this is smart. Did you get it though?
I think he's going to get on the way back. Yeah,
they didn't see him. I guess, yeah, just outside. One more touch. Courier down. Successful move from Rise. So they get first blood. They get the Courier. Oh, this is the opening that you could wish for if you're Danish Bears.
Yeah, Hesido is also pressuring top a ton. Madara already below half HP on the first creep wave. Well, I guess technically second creep wave. Yeah, the laning phase so far already a 1,000 net worth lead. Not even a minute in.
MNC is giving Rise a bit of a chase down. But 747 will be there to make sure MNC can't stick around and finish the kill. At top lane, Neuer. He wants to wrap in onto Madara. He's going to bide his way through the tree line. Will be held back by the telekinesis. And they will back off. Getting a little too hasty up on the top lane, but definitely something Mouse has to be scared of. Spartan actually comes back in on this. And with the Iron Shells, he's just going to get himself taken down potentially. Spartan, he's been having some great performances today, but this is not the opening he'd wished for. Dying twice, leaving Madara on his own. And with that second stun coming out, they're almost certainly going to find another, and they do double kill for Hester Joe. And what's that? Mouse. They're making some mistakes here in this first 2 minutes. And Danish Bears are pulling out the play.
They just recognize the weakness of the safe lane. Like, Rubik's support doesn't really do anything against
And another one.
Oh my god, they're actually going to get MNT as well.
And another one. 5 kills, 2 minutes in.
Jeez.
I mean, he's got a stun. If he wants to go in again, Neuer. Give Madara a bit of a rundown. I mean, my goodness, what an impactful start for Danish Bears.
It's understandable that the top lane would kind of struggle because it's, you know, dual ion shell with the stun, and the Lycan's laning phase is not really good. He does a decent amount of damage. You know, he has the Howl, he's got Feral Impulse, but that's about it. He doesn't really offer any true kill potential unless you have 2 supports or multiple disables coming out from the other heroes on your team. Whereas if you just get ran at with 2 ion shells on, you're gonna die. Like, the Rubik doesn't have a counterplay to that.
Again, look, the creep's moving in under the tower. Madara's just got to hide, and he may even just die again. The stun's out. The Iron Shell's bringing him down low. There will be a telekinesis, and this time will be enough to hold them back. But this pressure, absolutely massive, that's being put on by Danish Bears.
I would actually really like to see MNT make his way to top when the first night rolls around. Just to kind of relieve some of the pressure, because they're clearly not like winning the lane with his presence in bottom. So just having the opportunity to get Madara a little bit going for himself. Like, geez, this laning phase so far has been pretty much a disaster for Mouz.
Go for another attempt. Double Iron Shell is out. They surround him. He does not have Howl. He's going to go down again, Andy. Another kill. I mean, this... What happened to Mouz? They were looking so great earlier.
I think
this opening...
The third pick Disruptor really kind of threw them off. I think they snatched the pick because they wanted to protect the Darkseer that they had. So now, instead of having a Disruptor up here, which would have been a lot better than Rubik in the sense that you can maybe like stop the dive by glimpsing one of the heroes and having kinetic field or something like that, or even at level 1, just being able to harass a little bit better because Static Strike's way better than Fade Bolt. Nice deny there on the Spark. But this is like, this is a 3K net worth lead in 4 minutes. This is insane.
Yeah. See on the graph there, shooting up. I mean, everything has just gone Danish Bear's way in terms of rotations, kills, couriers. I guess the biggest plus at the moment for Mousesports is the mid lane. Thug doing very well against 747. I mean, but at the same time, he's not necessarily destroying this draw. It's even farm trade in the middle.
He's going to have to like TP around as well, which means that 747 is going to get more free farm, while Thug's going to be forced into helping his team because the other lanes are just... I guess Skylark is recovering. He's got like 15 CS. He's almost tied in CS with the Lycan in the safe lane. So his actual laning phase isn't really going that badly. So mid and off lane are okay, even though they did lose both heroes at one point. But the safe lane is just a complete struggle at this point.
A wraparound coming from MNT. And Spartan with the smoke movement. Ward down. Let's see if they can maybe make something happen mid. At the same time though, top lane, Dara just has to hide in this tree line. There's 3 heroes up here searching for him. Estijo, Noya and Rise. He cannot reveal himself. If the scan comes out, they know he's there. He's going to head down and now show. Meanwhile, Spartan and MNT will find 747. Let's see if they can get away with this kill. It's pretty beefy with the headdress and the poor man's. They will put him on the cliff at the least. So that's something for you there. As he will be left up top. They're going to play around with him. It looks like they would love to just finish up the kill, and sending Thug in as well. They will find it. Get that kill for Thug. Crucial one. But at the same time, top lane, Madara's trying to chew this out. It's not going to work. The vision's there for the stun, and another kill on this top lane. Estijo dominating thanks to the Iron Shell play. 4 kills on the Darkseer, 6 minutes in.
They're just...
We stand 7-1.
So ill-prepared to deal with the Darkseer. They need another support, or they need like Thug to gank, or Madara needs to not TP back to the lane anymore.
6-minute tier 1 tower.
Like, just buy an Iron Talon at this point and just stay out of the lane.
Bottom lane, Ace being closed upon Mouz. Trying to find something, but this has taken 4 heroes to move down here, and Ace is already backing up to safety. Right, he's being given the lane in the middle, trying to boost him up towards that level 6 as soon as possible. Thug and Spartan can find something. Rise would be a potentially easier enough kill with the vision. And they will go for him. They'll drop the Dream Coil for this Mouse, just taking what they can get. And they will find it. They bring down Rise. Another kill for Thug. But overall, there's a lot of issues on the map that Mouse have to deal with. Danish Bears are getting a lot done this early.
Well, again, the silver linings are Skylark and Thug are having a pretty decent laning phase, all things considered. Already a Soul Ring done on the Shaker. He's making his way towards Blink.
Already drums done on your support, Sven. 7 minutes.
He's
That's crazy.
He's already level 5 too. Jeez. This Sven has done, I think, way more than even Mouz would have anticipated. They're probably going to look at this and just say, okay, maybe if MNT was top, this probably wouldn't have happened.
Look at its all wards down bottom as well, making it very hard for Mouz to do anything about it. They just can't close the gap.
Yeah, they're never going to get the tower really this way. They need to kill the hero first.
Invisibility.
Well, a bit of a whack to MNT. Overall, those because you see it's 4K gold lead that Danish Bears created very early on. Spartan will get the D-Ward, trying to reclaim some control of this, their own half of the map where they've lost this very early tier 1 tower. But with an invis, Coil up is all alone. Not really a kill he can afford to try and attempt for without any sort of backup.
It's probably easier to just kill the disruptor if he stays mid. Riot is soaking EXP right now while 747 farms the woods. He's trying to get that static storm up as soon as possible.
I bring Spartan in as well, looking for this rise potential. I say that, and the invis is gone. Maybe they can still get it though with a telekinesis. Fails drop. A look for the vision here with the orb, but a TP is coming through for Neuer. The mouse actually back up. Spartan just TP straight out of there, as the TP was cancelled by Neuer. Doesn't decide to come in for it. Bottom lane Ace starting to amp up the pressure with the wards. TP to come through. Gale connects with the Skylark. Neuer thinking about going in. Street Call drop down only catches onto Ace. Pops the one charges. Can he walk his way out of there? Mass members of Mouse coming in to try and take him down. Skylark's not messing around. I don't think did the Echo Slam actually clip him? I don't think it did it?
No, it didn't hit.
It was just the Void from Night Stalker that got the kill. So bit of overall panic there from Mouse, just desperate to find the kill. They end up throwing a little bit too much at him. They do take it.
Well, I mean, in this case, it's going to be hard for him to find an Echo without a blink anyway.
Yeah.
So even though he missed it, it's unlikely that he would use it anyway.
The Vow. Done. That's way. 747. Just continuing for that Vlad. How's the Disruptor doing on that road to level 6? He's closing in on it. Halfway through 5. Individual net worth, as we can see. Neuer on par with Skylark, that offlane shaker. This supports Ven play.
They haven't really gotten any further ahead.
They haven't, no. They've got this lead, but it's certainly starting to flatline. It's 4K. They're maintaining it, but they're not increasing it anymore. As Mousesports have been able to calm things down a bit, stop losing heroes in the lanes.
The scary thing is, Skylark is actually higher level than the Darkseer right now.
And very close to that blink.
Yeah. I mean, Hasajo's the most farmed in the game.
Yes.
Because, he's got like 1 million kills, but yeah, Skylark hitting the blink is going to be huge. Level 6 fresh here on Rise with Neuer as well.
MNT is rather low. Now going to wrap around here with the war cry. Looking for the stun. Tries for the puck, but it's a bit of a tricky target to go for. He jumps away. MNT will take a Thunderstrike to the face. The Poison Nova not actually catching onto anyone there from Ace. Mikhail just connects onto Spartan, but Spartan goes for the straight TP out. Madara tries to chase down Ace. Hasn't got the speed to do so with the surge on the Venom, allowing Ace to keep that distance. Madara continuing to chase them, but with the Shrine around the corner, he can't go to the high ground. Thug will still survive, and at the end of the day, nobody dies.
That was a very disjointed fight. Like, there was a 2-man coil on the back. They used the glimpse and the static storm on the puck to try to get the kill, but unfortunately it wasn't enough damage. Having the completed Veil made Thug tanky enough to live through it, but he wasn't able to finish off Rise. So, like you mentioned, nothing really happened.
Yeah,
it was just a bunch of ults cast, and everyone just lives to tell the tale.
Very all over the place, awkward fight.
That is a fast blink.
It is, and he has got that Echo Slam just now back off cooldown, so we could see Skylark attempt for something here. Mid lane would be opportune with this push coming in from Danish Bears. They're playing very aggressive. This would be a beautiful time to get this Blink Shaker in there. MNT getting dragged back. There's the stun. There's the jump from Skylark. The perfect Echo Slam Blink reveal as they take down 2, dragging back Ace with the telekinesis. They're looking for more. He's trying to slow them down. Skylark will have Fisher again in 5 seconds. Rise coming across as well. Jump forward from Skylark again with the blink. Gets the setup, allows Thug to find the double kill. And as you said, fantastic blink dagger timing and a great impression to have on the game there.
God, they were not expecting that. How did he get so much farm? They both died bottom, right? Like MNT and Skylark both died in lane. So how is it that
fed at the start?
How is it that he gets so much?
Yeah,
I guess that's just...
He's got the incredible amount of CS.
It's kind of the nature of Veno, I suppose. Yeah. When you're dropping wards all the time, you're like constantly shoving the lane. So when you're shoving the lane all the time into a hero with a mechanic like Enchant Totem that kind of ensures that you're going to get your CS, it just propels the off laner.
On mid lane, Rise to be caught out. Now Thug now on a mega kill streak. Things starting to turn up for Mouz after a relatively rocky start. Bottom lane, Skylark could be in trouble. Heads to Joe and Ace. Finding him, Neuer coming in as well. There's no way Skylark gets out of this one, but the Stormhammer flying through. Danish Bears will pick up another. Same time though, mid lane, 747 in potential trouble. A little too beefy though. Will still be able to get himself away from the pursuing side of Mouz. Danish Bears bottom lane, the trio working on the tier 1 tower. Looks like Mouz won't be able to head over to defend this one, so they should be able to claim this tier 1 with no difficulty. Danish Bears.
It was a nice rotation, killing the Shaker with his ult off cooldown. I don't think going to be popped here. I don't think they're going to be able to kill him with Darius way too fast.
Yeah, it was really nice as well, because Rise was trying to get in range for the glimpse, but MNT just poked in from the sidelines, quick with a crippling fear, and suddenly no way to catch him. I think without that crippling fear, they would have actually had a chance of getting that Leica, but nice little play there from MNT.
Yeah, finally supporting Madara a little bit, helping him get back into the game. I mean, his offlaner has about equal net worth to him. That's either Skylark is owning or Madara is not having a good game. So I guess in this case, it's a kind of both categories. But yeah, I mean they've kind of recovered in the sense of getting their core items. They still have a bit of okay, here we go.
Now the Bears to Joe. The telekinesis dragging back. Mech's pop. Very low, the two of them. They do get the supernova out, static storm as well. They catch Skylark. Doesn't end up getting glimpsed out of it all, so he can still play around with a few of his spells. Doesn't have the one charger to keep him alive though, as he will lose his life. So does Spartan. Danish Bears pull off a stronghold by their tier 1. Two members of Mousesports playing a little too dangerously near that tower.
That was a very fast reaction too from Danish Bears.
Yeah,
had everyone
down.
Saying that we are not going to lose our building. Understanding the importance of not getting map control or giving it away to a team like Mouz when they already have the Night Stalker. Losing your tier 1s just feels really bad against that hero. So many ingress points into the other side of the map. Can't really see anything. Just very, very risky business.
$11 to 7. Everyone net worth, Thug. They're on par with 747. 747 looking towards completing their Yasha, very close to having it done. Thug himself, Blink, Veil, complete. Very good progress on this book, as you said. Madara just trying to do his best to climb back up. Isn't that far behind at all though, Base. Only about a 1k gold difference between the two of them, the safe laners.
I think Mouz really actually want to try to fight. Because they have like everything they need. They have the Veil on Puck, they have the Blink Dagger, they have the Blink Dagger on the Shaker as well, and Echo is off cooldown. And these types of scenarios, you can pressure a tower, you can go for a team fight. I think that this is a very strong timing for them. They even have the Night Stalker with his ultimate up.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Middle lane. Danish Bears the space to take another.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
See if Madara gets away with his trade. He's on the bottom lane at the moment. No indication by the looks of it for the side of Danish Bears to back up. They're actually looking for bigger targets. As they move into the Roche pit, pop the God Strength. Do they get away with this though? That's the question. I mean, Mouz are smoking over. Could be a little risky. We'll see how hard they want to try and commit. They're sticking to it for the time being with 747 and Neuer. Mouz, they have Skylark. They have got the potential. Jumps in, only clips Neuer though with the Echo. That is not the Echo that they needed. The bash from Roshan coming through though. Again, another bash slowing down 747, but it's looking to still be very good for Danish Bears as they take down the Shaker. Ace again with these zoning Poison Novas, but it will do the job. Force back Mousesports. Get that Aegis, they get that Roche kill. And again, it looked like there was the potential, but Skylark just struggling to actually find that Blink Echo Slam that they needed straight into the pit. Only made it to the entrance.
I thought that Thug was going to go for a steal. He still had the Blink.
Yeah.
And he threw the orb into the pit. He saw how low it was. Didn't want to go for the risky play though, I guess.
Radiant's bottom tower
And like you mentioned,
is under
Skylark
attack.
just really couldn't find a good echo. It's hard in that area with as many plague wards that were down to be able to get in and really get the blink that you want. That's one of the most frustrating things about playing against Venno is a blink hero.
It really was, 'cause he was smoked up, but yeah, I guess he knew if he moved any closer to get a better blink, he would have been, the smoke would have been revealed, and there's every chance that wall would have touched upon him. So, just trying to make the best of a bad situation there, but indeed it does not work out. Danish bears the objective. Ongoing strong. Nice ancient step as well there.
Now this is... He doesn't have any cleave, so it's mostly ace
That's true.
damage.
Yeah, it's the two of them just teaming up this. But yeah, of course, yeah, with that support spam build, going for maximum nuke potential.
I'm just wondering, you know, when is Mouz like actually going to be stronger than Danish Bears right now? Because the troll lineup, the troll lineup is really scary. You got Poison Nova. Their team fight is relatively easy to execute. Whereas Mouz, they kind of need like a good echo. The coil has to hit on a bunch of targets. Madara still needs BKB. Even when he has BKB, the Sven still has max Warcry. So 20 bonus armor is just a huge deterrent in these team fights.
Madara. Just gotta hope they don't come up there. And they've just spotted him. Hanging around on the high ground. This dog is trapped. And this dog is down. And he kind of found himself on that high ground there. I think he realized he was a bit of an awkward position because he sort of just walked up around and up and down a little bit. And realized that he was not in a great spot. Not the place that they need to have their Lycan.
Well, I guess he broke the smoke. But unfortunately, you know, when you break smoke like that, you want it to be a support. Looks like Danish Bears will be able to walk down mid, maybe set up a nice little ward army here. Start sieging the tier 2. It's going to be difficult for Mouz to deal with his Venom. Skylark's going for the Shadow Blade build. It's pretty good for getting in if you're fighting like in the open, but if the siege is already set up and there's a sentry down, the Shadow Blade is not really a great way to start the engagement. And the more time that goes on, like Kensujo has a Guardian Greaves, 1100 gold. 747 has the SNY and making his own way towards BKB. It just seems like in this game, Danish Bears are hitting like every single possible timing. Their landing phase was phenomenal. They haven't really hit a roadblock yet.
No. Well, they know that MNC's there. Spotted out by the ward. Don't quite have the vision to bring him back with the Prince. Will escape. Thug now investing in the Dagon on the puck. Blink back.
This is a very thug thing to do. Like a lot of pucks in this situation are just buy Yules. But he's like, nope, need to be able to kill heroes. Gotta buy a Dagon.
I mean, they really try and burst down some of these, especially before they get off like their ults and such. Even just if they're able to burst down and disrupt at the start of the fight, massively change the outcome.
Tower is under attack.
The one downside to the Dagon build is that since there's already Guardian Greaves on the field, if the DS is, you know, on his game, it'd be really difficult to get that burst. I guess with the help of like the Shaker or like a Night Stalker Void or something, they could probably still kill.
I mean, a Mouse just looking to avoid fights for now. I mean, this tier 2, can we expect this one to just be let go?
Yeah, I don't know how they... I don't think in the tier 2 category they really want to try to contest. Like, Madara still needs BKB badly.
This sustains, good remains.
That's exactly.
Oh, high ground Danish Bears. On Mouse's side of the map. Very much grouped up, all 5 with Danish Bears. The wall from the spine has been spotted out. They seal the wards. The drum charge. They're not actually going to be able to catch up to the Rubies, so Spartan will survive. Top lane, Madara. Popping the ult to try and finish this tier 2, but now the TP's come back. Can they get a catch out of this? Madara actually goes to tree line, and he is going to be okay. Manages to fog them. Get away with a successful TP.
The push coming in from Danish Bears soon is going to be terrifying, though. There's pipe on Ace. Passaggio has Guardian Greaves. Noya has a Solar Crest and drums. And then 747 has the Vlads. They have like every single early / mid-game team-oriented items that you could possibly buy.
Absolutely.
The only thing they still don't have that would probably help a big amount is 747's BKB. But even that, like, with Warcry and Solar Crest, you will not deal any physical damage to that hero. Just none. He's got 28 armor before any of those things. That Lycan is going to hit like a kitten.
28. 18, Andy.
Huh? I'm talking about 747.
Oh, sorry.
12 plus 16.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
With the Solar Crest,
yeah,
he's
you're
got
right.
38. And then with Warcry, he's going to have 58. And
Yeah,
with
that's pretty ridiculous at this stage of the game.
like, you're going to tickle him.
Yeah. I mean, as you said, you know, they saw the Sven at least. You know, they were picking the Lycan into it. They're into the Sven, you know what I mean? They knew that there was going to be high armor on the board.
Well, they probably just felt the synergy between the Lycan and the Night Stalker was good enough to warrant picking it anyway.
Okay.
I mean, that has to be the reason. Maybe Vidara's like, no, it's fine. Just pick it.
Top lane, Ace. Keep going upon. See if they actually have the damage to kill him. They drop the Echo, something to do. Oh no. Okay, I was saying he's not going to get out of this. So they do finally kill him. Just take quite a bit. Both of their ultimates. Doug falling very low. Yeah, with the field down. Skylark's been trapped and left behind. Drags him back with the vacuum. Doug will survive. Only just though.
He phase shifted a lot of the damage. So usually what happens is, like the Poison Sting and the Gale and stuff is fatal, but Poison Nova isn't. So if you can phase shift the damage until the other effects wear off, because Poison Nova lasts the longest, I think, then you're usually okay.
So. Alright, it's close, but... Night Stalker this game. We talked about it before, he does have that Acronym. Okay, so I mean, is this going to make things much easier for Mouse, or...?
It'll allow for the Shaker to get a much better echo.
Yeah, I guess that's right. Yeah, it's better for them seeing their own initiation.
The vision control is a really important factor when playing against, or playing with blink initiators. You always want to be able to see your targets.
Now, talking about the Night Stalker, a quick glimpse back into the clutches of Danish Bears. And he is taken down. I know, man, Danish Bears, this seems to be their lineup. They know exactly what to do with this. Support Sven is absolutely rocking it. Get support Sven is 5-1-8.
Yeah, he's actually owning this game. And I love the way that everyone built too.
Yeah.
They all understand their role on the team. Everyone built the proper, like, siege-oriented items.
Middle tower is under attack.
They could attempt the high ground.
Yeah. Skylark's got the physical block.
Can they do enough to stop them from going up? I mean, it doesn't even feel like they need to go. You know what I mean? If you're Danish Bears lineup, you're not scared of this game running away in terms of time. You've got a support Sven that can scale for days, troll, Venno. I think you'd be happier late game with that in comparison to a Lycan Puck.
Yeah, there's not really a rush.
Yeah, they can take it chill, take it easy.
Alternatively, Mouz, as soon as that BKB is done on the Lycan, they want to try to find something, I feel.
Yeah.
And here we go. BKB's done. Let's see what Mouz do.
Ha. Mouz was still there for the bug. So the haste ran away from Noy.
That's 1 minute until Roshan spawns, so that's most likely the next contention point for both teams.
And in terms of speed, both teams definitely with relatively good ways of taking it, I guess. Lycan packs a punch.
Yep.
Almost, probably you would say Danish Bears definitely the better side.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in fact, I guess in overall terms around fighting around the pit, both teams definitely have their pluses. There's a lot of heroes on the map that are great around fighting.
As far as the vision game goes, I would probably still favor Mouz as long as it's nighttime.
Yeah.
Because if darkness is popped or whatever, and they're walking around and they can see pretty much everything around the Roshan pit, no matter where the Night Stalker is standing, he's going to be able to see pretty much to either side of the river. That is actually really big. MNT picking up his gem. He's going to get the D-warding down, hopefully, before the Roshan actually respawns. They even have a wolf in the pit just for safety's sake. He didn't see the high ground ward mid though. Ran right past it. Guess he was a little bit out of range.
Looks like Danish Bears are trying to make a bit of a push. I imagine they won't go up to the high ground. It still is. There's no need without that Aegis and such. Aegis and Roshan ready for the taking. Will they go straight in and go for it? They look like they will.
Oh, this is going to be really big. MNT pretty much scouts them all out. They know what's going on. Everyone's going to react to this. This is a huge fight for both teams.
Then he's something amazing. Where is the Shaker? There he is. Skylark has Echo Slam.
They can see how low it is.
He needs to get in. He's looking, holding back for the jump. Silence onto the Disruptor. They're still relatively spread out though. They're dealing with this quite well. Skylark, Shadowbane's going to wear out soon. Roshan falling. There's the back. There's the Echo Slam. Comes through onto 2. But all these auras, the Crimson Guard, the heals coming out from the side of Danish Bears allows them to get back in. Take the Roshan. Oh no, so they didn't get the kill, but they do get the Aegis. And they are looking to also clean up off the back of it. So Mouse are able to deny them a bit of the golden XP, but at the end of the day, at what cost indeed? 3 dead on Mouse. MNT will make it back. No, I say that, no, he got glimpse. They got the glimpse off in time. He'll try his best to flap his wings and get out of this one, but it's not going to be successful.
That's a gem too.
That is the gem as well.
Oh.
And that was a big fat hashtag not worth at the end of the day for Mouse.
Mega disaster. I mean, the beginning of the fight looked pretty good because they managed to kill Rise pretty much before he cast a single spell. He did buy back. They had the Shrine to TP too, so they get him out of the fight for a few seconds. The Roshan dying, I think Madara was the one who like last hit it or something like that.
Who actually was credited? Oh yeah, it doesn't.
747 got the Aegis, but Dyer killed it.
And the fact that the fights ended in 747 still has the Aegis. It wasn't even like it got expended in that engagement.
Yeah, he's got cheese as well.
Yeah, that was.
The Echo just did nothing.
Yeah, I mean straight up, just with the fact that Hester Joe's walking around with Greaves and Crimson Guard, bam, everything was offset.
Yeah, I didn't even realize he had the Crimson Guard until I saw it pop in the fight. I was just like, they are taking no damage.
Go Thug, jumps to the Dagon, will burst down the Disruptor, dodges out the Stormhammer, will take away one of the members of the Danish Bears lineup. Now, careful they will play it. I mean, as we're saying, I think they can play it as careful as they wish.
Yeah, you can slow roll this. There's no need
They can take this very, very patient.
No need to pressure.
I mean, as you said earlier, it's really just down to Madara getting somewhere big on the Lycan, but he has still got quite the way to go.
God, he is so far behind.
Yeah.
Like, 4,000 gold or 3,500 gold doesn't seem like a lot, but against a troll, when you're already kind of at a disadvantage, just in regards to overall hero matchup, every item that you're behind feels a lot harder to play into. And that's not even accounting for like the Solar Crest on the Sven, the Warcry armor.
He's got Blink as well, if he wants it. The Sven.
Yeah,
That's crazy. This supports Sven. I mean, if we do see Danish Bears go on and do big things in this qualifiers and NTI, it could be into the meta thanks to Neuer.
Yeah, the support Sven was actually a blast from the past. It happened a couple of years ago as well. Pretty good back then. Okay. Yeah, there was a short stint where people were doing it. And it's for the same reasons, just because Warcry is so unbelievably good. And it is a hero that offers a high damage stun as well.
Yeah, the stun's very strong. 2 seconds stun, isn't it? All levels change. Well, 747. As you can get away with just standing here. Now they will make a go onto him.
Oh no. Oh, Skylark.
He just Echo Slammed the high ground. Couldn't get the blink down. It's looking pretty awkward. Nice stolen Stormhammer though. They do get a 5-man Dream Card and they will kill the Sven. But overall it's just Danish Bears so far ahead of this stage. They need everything to try and put an end to this. And the BKB now coming out from 747 as he eats into the
top line as well though. The back door from Madara.
Okay. He got a melee Rax. Alright.
Wait. They didn't even get a Rax. They only killed the tier 3?
I mean... Okay. That's pretty damn good if you're in the position that Mouse are.
They only got the tier 3.
Wait, who pulled back?
They did so little damage there. I mean, yeah, Thug buys back, but still, super worth.
Yeah, if you're behind and you could just take a melee Rax like that. Alright, I'm pretty sure Danish Bears will try their best to make sure that doesn't happen again this game.
Oh, it's...
Like,
I think it's because the troll didn't have a TP. I think 747 didn't have a teleport scroll, and no one else can really stop the Lycan. Like, if the Veno TP's back, he just has Shapeshift on. Gale doesn't do anything. You're still 650 movement speed, even if you're Gale. That was a incredibly nice play there.
I mean, they do still have the Aegis, so they can still go now for another attempt to get that Rax on this bottom lane.
Still no Echo.
Yeah. 30 seconds. So they should finish this Rax up. Well, I say that. With that stolen Stormhammer, Vic doing his best to hold them back. Can Danish Bears actually finish this off? And the Aegis is now gone. But this one 747 will be fine. He just mans up, gets the Rax, and now they have managed to set it equal. Mouse, Spark, dragging back 747. Echo Slam in is up now. 7 making the beeline straight towards him. Scarlet holds him back with the Fisher. The back of it all as well.
Oh, they might try to cancel TPs here. MNT's behind them. They want to cancel TPs. Madara's going for mid.
As to Joe, will be successful with the CP. So that's one out. The Poison Nova drop, sticking around. Yeah, we've got to watch this round. Madara puts the BKB, gets the tier 3, gets out. It finishes the Night Stalker. 747 trying to make Mouse pay, and he will make so. Double kill for the troll. Mouse are trying their best to wrap themselves back into this game.
Man, if he got even a little bit closer and canceled that TP with the void. Alright, buybacks coming in.
They do burst him down. The disrupt to kill with the dash on play Thug. If he gets bashed, oh, he's done for, and he is. And that is him down for 90 seconds. Not ideal for Thug. See what they can do here. Skylark comes in with the Echo.
He's got cheese.
Madara working on 747, but the whirling axe is out. Madara has to back off and wait for that debuff to come up before he can get back and stuck in.
Yeah, okay, I think it's just over actually.
Yeah, they're losing the middle racks. And Danish Bears, there's no reason for them to leave. They can just go in for more. Up to the top, they'll get the 3-man vacuum into the stun. Madara trying to keep himself alive with the outside. They will buy back, but it's an ultra kill for 747. Doesn't get the rampage. Somebody report Hester Joe.
That's not his fault, it was Iron Chill.
Well, there we have it. 35 minutes in, a game where definitely, I mean, from the start, Danish Bears had a cute little attempt from Mouse at the end to rectify things with that split push from the Lycan. But, I mean, that opening 5 minutes just really sort of set the tone for the rest of that game. That was...
Yeah, they never really